everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today, there's going to be a pair of wide receivers looking to make big plays on the field. It's Hilton's Colts going up against Hopkinson's Texans.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. First carry for Thomas Rawls. He finds an opening past the 40. There goes Thomas Rawls. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. Thomas Rawls, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. The tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. First carry for Samaje Perine. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw on second down is Locke. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now a play fake here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Out of the gun, Locke. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined. And a loose football. Rawls loses it. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Love. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. The gun. Here's Love. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are in for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And now out comes Houston. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On second down, rolls. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Third down and 3. Play clock winding down. They run with a power back. Rolls. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On first and 10, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So second and 10 here. So off goes the franchise and Winston. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. Now Foles. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a second and 14. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Foles. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Foles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Fresh set of downs here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And that'll bring up second down. To throw here. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are in for 6. And that makes it 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Dorsett making the catch. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are in for 6. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They start on the ground with Rolls. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. The play clock's running down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure? Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here. I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play. So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far. And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment. They start on the ground with Pirine. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them. Again, here's Pirine. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. He's going to go for a big play down. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge gain of 40 yards on the third down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he knocks him over. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Love. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They're in the 2nd quarter at Heinz Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll go to P-Ryan, trying to pound it in. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Locke. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing. No pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal? Let's face it, when Adam Vinatieri actually misses a field goal, that's when we're surprised. We're not all shocked that he made this one.
Of course, he has the record 44 straight field goal makes. He closed out 2015 making 25, and then started 2016 with 19 in a row. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Play clock winding down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Off of play action, Luck. Green's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's Pirine. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
On 2nd down, here's Luck. They'll drop it off to Pirine, complete. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They're in the 2nd quarter at Heinz Field. The Raiders are out to an early lead, and we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Going to throw deep and it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays and offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. 1st down, this is Rawls. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Second down, 9 yards to go. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out left. Busts through the tackle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Jones breaking from the contact. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
Taken in at the 11. And an alley to run. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he goes out right around the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Here's Locke. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On first down, it's Locke. Setting up the screen to Pirine. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
Luck on first down. And caught right side, Green. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Second and 5. Out of the gun, Luck. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now. Not
just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. The Raiders are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. From the gun, here's Love. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Luck. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye,
he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Luck now to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Luck. Now he's forced out left. And he's got his man Hilton. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Back to throw, Luck. And his throw is incomplete. Samaje Perine, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Colts on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll return it from the 6. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. And pushing up their lead, the Titans have scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Foles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Foles. Barkevious Mingo in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On 1st and 10, Luck. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. They'll run again with Pirine. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And the catch made by Hilton. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Now Pirine. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a carry for Pirine. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Tennessee. And the Titans have just scored, so they add on to their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll try the air now with Locke. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now Foles. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Texans on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
This one away by the punter, Dar. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 11-yard line. On second down, here's Love. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. From his goal line here, Luck. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll set up a throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They give it to Rawls. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Shotgun, he'll look to throw. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They come out here in the eye. Time running out here on the play clock. On the ground, Rawls. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Thomas Rawls with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Back to throw here. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked so
somewhere
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
When you've got a big guy like that in your backfield who runs as a big man and breaks tackles, it is paramount for a defense to have extra defenders in his vicinity at all times. You've got to figure he's going to break through the first guy. You're going to need tacklers 2, 3, 4 in order to get him down, because if you don't, he can continue to run and run it really, really well.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Locke. Screen pass to Charles. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Elsewhere, a fourth quarter score now from Tampa. And the Panthers have extended their lead. A win would be their first of the young season. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now Locke. And able to find Dorsett. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the fourth. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up because...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Barkevius Mingo in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Barkevius Mingo in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Elsewhere, a fourth quarter score now from Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.